Okay, today we're going to make a natural deodorant. This is not an antiperspirant. To make an antiperspirant you need the aluminium in it, and we're not doing that today. All natural, and it also includes hyaluronic acid, and I'll go over how we're doing that in a minute. In this container here we have some coconut oil, some bicarbonate of soda, some candelilla wax, some cetyl alcohol, some cocoa butter, some zinc ricinoleate, and some hyaluronic acid pearls. The coconut oil helps odour. It's also really nice and moisturising. It can leave white marks though, so if you're concerned about that, then you can use babusu oil instead. It's very similar, but it doesn't have a tendency to leave those white marks on clothes. The sodium bicarbonate, if you are sensitive to it, you can leave it out and instead replace it with a butter or some more arrowroot powder in the cool down phase. Then we have candelilla wax. That was added because we need a hardener. You can use a different wax if you like, but you may need to adjust the quantity. Then we've got cetyl alcohol, which again is a hardener. It's also moisturising and it can help to stabilise the formulation. Cocoa butter because it's moisturising for the skin. And then the stars of the show really are zinc ricinoleate, which has antimicrobial properties and it can be used to prevent the growth of odour-causing bacteria and trap and absorb the odour molecules to prevent body odour. And then hyaluronic acid pearls are very moisturising, plumps the skin, nourishes the skin, etc. If you were to sell this as a deodorant, you would need to have these claims substantiated. You couldn't just say this because the ingredient manufacturers say this about the ingredients. You need to do proper testing and prove that these ingredients do what they say in the finished product. I have a video on claims. Please go and check that out. It's so important. Now we need to go and heat this in a water bath so it will melt, and then we'll come back for the next phase. Okay, so we've got our mixture. The bicarb obviously sinks to the bottom because it is not a liquid and it doesn't melt, so you need to keep this stirring quite a lot. It's quite hot at the moment, so we're going to add our other powders first, and for that we have some kaolin clay and some arrowroot powder. So we're going to add those in, and what these do is help combat odour as well and absorb sweat a little bit, and they also add a bit of structure to your deodorant. So just mix that in really well. You may need a whisk for this because it does clump a little bit. Just make sure you get all of the lumps out whilst not adding too much air to it, so just do it enough to get the lumps out, and then we'll stir with the spatula again to knock the air back out. And again, this will sink, so you need to keep this mixture stirring while it cools down and just before you pour as well, to keep it all mixed together. I have another deodorant recipe over on Patreon along with this one. That one also includes magnesium and doesn't have bicarb of soda in it, so if you're interested in that one as well, that one's there. That's quite a lot harder, but you can adjust the powder wax to oil ratio to make it softer depending where you live, so it's completely customizable. And we'll just let this cool down a little bit and then we'll come back and add our cool down. Right, we're cool enough to add our fragrance and our vitamin E now, although vitamin E can actually go in the heated phase if you want. So we've got that in there. I'm using a berry fragrance. You can use what you like, just stay within the IFRA guidelines. I suggest you weigh directly into your product as well. It just avoids getting any wastage in beakers and stuff. I just do it this way because it's easier for filming. Mix that in really well. It's quite fluid at the moment, so we'll let it cool down a little bit. We want it just a tiny bit thicker before we fill, and also sort of around 50 degrees. In terms of packaging, I have these lovely containers from Alexmo Cosmetics in the EU. See in there? You can also see in the lid there, it has like a rounded top, sort of inner cap, and that's because we fill from the bottom in these, and then that's how you get a nice rounded top on your deodorant, because you put the lid on to fill it like that, and then we'll fill from that hole there in the top. Right, so get your container ready So again, you want to just keep stirring right up until you fill, because you want all those powders dispersed and not to sink, and that's why we wait for it to sort of thicken a little bit, because we want even dispersion of everything. So now we are ready to pour. I may have let this get a little bit too thick now, but we shall see. So this has now solidified. I did put it in the fridge for a little bit. I added the little cap there, that just stops it coming out whilst it's solidifying. We take the cap off. That's what you end up with. Just apply it nice and easily. This is a bit softer than the other deodorant I did, so if you prefer a softer application or you're in a quite cold area, then this one may be better for you. If you want to look at this formula and the one with the magnesium, then you can check those out on my Patreon, which is linked below. Thank you to all of my patrons. You literally keep this channel going, so I'm very grateful for all of you. Thank you to my VIP patrons, who I shout out here, and if you want to join them, the link is in the description. See you in the next video.